Hey guys, and welcome to Crow's Dislikes. These are basically videos of things I dislike. So you might agree with them, you might not. With that being said, let's see what today's topic is. Crow dislikes Amiibos, part 1. Okay. There's a huge problem with the Amiibos. So this is why this one's part 1. I'm going to make more about them later on. But as for now, I'm going to concentrate on one of the things that I disagree with Nintendo of how they have done things, and that's more about how certain of their characters have become rare figurines. So, with that being said, let's start with Wave 1. Now, with Wave 1, you have the 3 main ones that got basically rare, which was Morph, Villager, and Wii Fit Trainer. Now, I do agree that Wii Fit Trainer should have become a rare, because who the hell is Wii Fit Trainer? So, she became rare later on. Okay, fine. That's fine. Villager, okay, there's a lot of Animal Crossing fans. You have them in Japan, you have them, I guess, in Europe. I'm not too sure about Europe. And there's a lot of, actually, I'm like the only person I know that I don't like Animal Crossing, who, you know, who is interested in the Nintendo's franchise games and stuff. I'm the only one that I think, out of all the people I know that get Nintendo stuff, that doesn't like Animal Crossing. I just never got into it, so I just don't like it. So how did you make one of your characters rare when there's a huge fan base based on it? Now, with the third one, Morph. How does Morph become rare? Now, Nintendo basically said, he's from Fire Emblem, so he shouldn't, you know, he shouldn't be on high demand. Derp. How do you make Morph rare when he was your top tier second best in Melee? How do you make someone who, it's either you use Sheik or you use Morph, and Morph is one of your top. So him becoming rare, I don't agree with. Especially since when Brawl came out, when the demo came out, and there was a little tournament they held on a lot of GameStops, a lot of people told me the first character they all used, even though he was just announced for that demo and they didn't even know how to use him or play with him, they used the others, everybody chose Morph. Because everybody said, well, he was great in Melee, he must be great in this one. So, as the years gone by, how does Morph become rare? That doesn't make sense. That's the only one I really disagree. Well, besides Villager, I disagree that they shouldn't have been rare. Wii Fit Trainer, yes. Now, I'm not going to discuss like Fox and Samus. They became rare later on. You were able to get them after Wave 2. So I'm not going to discuss them. I'm going to just basically point them out that they were like basically the best that became rare. Because it's like they became rare later on. So they made a good portion of them. Wait, let's go to Wave 2 now. Now, Wave 2 is where you had another 3 that became rare. Pit, Captain Falcon, and Little Mac. Now, Little Mac, I'm a little bit agreeing with it. With Pit as well, I'm going to put them both in the same category. They should have been the rare ones. Because it's like, who are they? It's like Wii Fit Trainer. Now, the only people that are going to really care about Pit and Little Mac were basically old school people. Or anybody who basically liked the DS game. Because they basically didn't make a big jump. They were just on hiatus for a long time. Now, Captain Falcon, how do you make him get rare? He should have become rare later on, like Fox. No, he became rare pretty fast. And it's just like, I'm looking at them like, how do you make Captain Falcon rare when he was in Super Smash Bros. Since the beginning? Since the beginning, you can't make him rare. And there's a lot of fans to F-Zero, so how do you make him rare? It just never made sense of how they made him rare. I agree with Little Mac, I agree with Pit, but not Captain Falcon. Now, Wave 3, they had a whole bunch of them. You had King Dedede. How do you make him rare? There's a huge bunch of Kirby fans. He shouldn't have become rare. He should have been rare maybe a couple of weeks later. But not right off the bat. It's like they made just 2 of him. And then they send them to the United States. And it's like, how do you make King Dedede rare when there's a lot of Kirby fans? Doesn't make sense. Now with Fire Emblem, it does make sense. Because who the hell is Ike? He had a GameCube game. Okay, awesome. Yeah, not a lot of people went to play it. So Ike, yes, I agree. Ike should have been rare. But as for King Dedede, not really. He should have made it to the shelf. To the shelf, yes. Not, he made it from the box to the cash register. It shouldn't have been like that with King Dedede. As well as Meta Knight. Meta Knight was another one. How does Meta Knight not even make it to the shelves? He should have had, you know, his way to the shelves, because again, he was Brawl's top tier. He was Brawl's top tier, not third, my mistake. He was Brawl's top tier. So it's like, how do you make your top tier character, who is broken, who now there's videos based on him saying one of the cheapest characters compared to the other characters that are cheap. How do you make Meta Knight rare? He shouldn't have become rare that fast. They should have made more of him and released him, because Meta Knight was a top tier. It is a top tier, just like Marth. But he was better than Marth, because he made it to number 1. Marth made it to number 2. Alright, so then we have Lucario. How do you make Pokemon rare? How do you make Pokemon rare? Lucario is a Pokemon. Pokemon is huge. How do you make a Pokemon figure rare? I still don't even have a Lucario. And it's just like, wow, you made Lucario rare. I just can't believe you made a Pokemon rare. That one I really disagree with. Pokemon shouldn't be rare. Any Pokemon figurine should not be rare. Lastly, we got Shulk. Now, I do agree Shulk should have been rare, so I'm not going to say much, because I even said, who the hell is Shulk? Until I found out about the Xenoblades, I believe the game is called. I didn't even know. I just like his little, you know, this is how Japanese people like, you know, their characters to look like. So, you know, I liked him for that. But I wanted him for that, because of the style. Other than that, who the hell is Shulk? Now, with Wave 4, they didn't really become rare, because once July hit, a lot of the characters actually became much more easier to get. Greninja's rare. It's kind of rare. I actually got it in stores an hour after the store opened, so he wasn't too hard to get. Toys R Us did a good job with Greninja. Again, Greninja shouldn't be rare, but he is in a way. Jigglypuff is not rare. It's on shelves all the time now, because Target got a restock, kept getting restocks on that. Oh, I forgot about Rosalina in Wave 3. Oh, my bad, guys. Rosalina, how do you make another Mario character rare? Now, I understand her in a way, because she's from Mario Galaxy, so she doesn't really have a big push to become, you know, I'm not supposed to be rare. But it's a Mario character. How do you make a Mario character rare? So I'm more like iffy on her, like, yeah, no, yeah, no. So I agree that she should have become rare, but not how she, you know, she became, you know, 40, 50 bucks for it, and should have been just like 40 for scalpers. Let's just say that. But, you know, regardless, we're still mad at scalpers. But she shouldn't have been, she should have been like that. She should have been like Meta Knight. Like, yeah, okay, I understand. Lastly, there was Ness. I couldn't get my hands on Ness. I had to get it on when it was released July. So Ness was actually hard to get, and he was more one of the ones that I said, how did GameStop's not... I would agree if he became rare if GameStop's got at least 2 or 1 of him, each GameStop. Because there's a lot of people who put high demand on Ness. So it's like, how'd you make Ness rare? But he's not rare that anymore, because he had the re-release in July. And then lastly, we got Dark Pit and Palutena. I couldn't get my hands on Dark Pit. Apparently, Best Buys were supposed to get 100. Yeah, yeah. 100 per each store? No, they didn't get 100. They got less. Some did, some didn't. It all depends where you were going. So I couldn't get a Dark Pit. Palutena was pretty easy to get. I didn't order her. I actually got her from Nintendo World. So I don't agree that she's too rare. So as for the next ones to come out, I hope they don't become rare. I sure as hope Samus doesn't become rare, because it's like, why did you make Metroid rare? Samus should be rare like how the suit Samus became rare later on, not ASAP. I don't agree that Nintendo knows how popular some of their characters are. So Nintendo right now is fixing them and they're restocking, so it's a good thing. But I really do dislike Amiibo a lot. And there's a lot of videos I'm going to do about them, because they have done a lot of mistakes. Now, with that being said, I have a special thanks to you guys for watching these videos. Hopefully I get more supporters. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time.